I like being here because of the tremendous variety of people who come into a shop like this. You get so many different readers who are interested in so many different things. Most of the books we have are to do with philosophy or theory or science or novels. I mean, everything really. I don't know how many books we've got in the shop because I've never counted them. Somebody did ask me once, how many books have you got in this shop, mate? And I didn't know, I have no idea. I said, well, why don't you count them? There are thousands. And the collection's been built up over 40 years. That's how long the shop's been here. And it's the oldest building on the street, so you feel as though you're kind of sitting in a piece of history. We get a lot of students being so close to the university, and I love meeting the students, asking them what they're studying, what their plans are, where they're from, how they find Liverpool, are they enjoying themselves, which are the best pubs they like to go to, and what's the main feature of the university for them. And I really like that because I think students give you hope for the future, that they're committed to the future, they want to make the world a better place, they're interested in so many different things. We also have regular customers coming in, so you get to know people and you know what kinds of books they like. If people are looking for a certain book we haven't got, perhaps you can find it for them, or you can suggest where they might find it. So you get to build up, not friendships so much as kind of relationships, but that's what's special about a shop like this. A restful place to be. I think there's something restful about books. I mean, I love books myself, so I've always got one open. I'm always looking around for something new to read every day, and mostly poetry or kind of philosophy, something like that. So it's about learning. That's also about growing. It's about people finding their way in the world. It's about people discovering new authors, people discovering new ways to live, and that's what's special about it. Really, it's the people. And the book world has changed, I think, a lot since my friend opened the shop. People read online now, so I wouldn't say we were always very busy, but we always have people every day who come in looking for something new, looking for something special. A lot of times people come in looking for a gift, perhaps for a family member, or people want books for wedding decorations. So there are all kinds of different reasons people come in, but I always like to see them go out with a book, hoping that they'll read it and remember the place where they bought it, and perhaps come back and recommend this to their family and their friends. And that's what I like about being here.
I ended up working here during COVID due to being short-staffed here, and I said yes because essentially I'd spent 12 months sat at home doing nothing, like a lot of people, and I'd moved up the northwest in the year before COVID, and then all of a sudden, before I'd really established much of a social life, lockdown come along, and then I literally, in an area where I don't know many people, I was sat at home doing nothing for 12 months. Our busiest nights are Friday and Saturday. Monday and Tuesdays can be, very quiet really, but they're sporadically busy. I think if people see there's people in, they stop, and if not, they go. So if a few people coming in the place coincides and a small crowd builds up, then all of a sudden it can turn into a busy night. A lot of the regulars, they're all good fun. Unfortunately, I missed out when Sean Lennon was here a few weeks ago. I came in a little bit after he'd left, which was a shame. But he posed for photos by the Hillsborough campaign stuff on the wall, which was nice of him. I haven't seen any other celebrities in here yet, but a few come in. So yeah, a few musicians actually do come in. I think the guitarist from Frankie Goes to Hollywood was in the other night. The Real People, who wrote some of the early songs for Oasis, helped with their songwriting. They're in here every so often. You know, the building's got a history, but definitely the humour. The Northwest humour is great, and the regular customers here, they're great fun. Tourists, they're kind of interesting. They tend to ask similar questions, but it's always nice to help people. Help inform people about the place. There's a lot of rumours and things that aren't true about here, like people think all the Beatles drunk here and stuff, and they didn't. Only John Lennon did.
So I love Liverpool as a city in general. I think it's one of the best cultural hubs, at least in the UK. It really is just an amalgamation of people from different walks of life. And the people who live here, the Scousers themselves, are very friendly. As someone who came from far away, and a lot of people do, seeing as though it's a student accommodation, they are usually welcomed with open arms by the people that are from the area, which I don't see a lot in different cities, to say the least. That's really my thoughts on Liverpool as a whole. Great nightlife, great people, great food. I've met a lot of people, unlike a lot of the staff members who work for, unlike every other staff member who work for this company, I am the only one who is not based in a building. So I work across all of our sites. So on a regular basis, I can interact with up to 1,000 people a day, which does leave, obviously there will be interesting characters involved with that. A very good friend of mine from last year who I made working here was a man called Jing. He lived on one of the higher floors in one of our buildings, and he was from Beijing. And we had this little exchange going on between him and I during COVID where we couldn't hang out. We were very good friends. We couldn't really talk outside of work because of the COVID rules. So what we would do is he would get snacks sent to him from China, and those snacks he would give to me, and then I'd buy English snacks for him, and we'd do like a little exchange where we would kind of rate them for each other, like cucumber flavoured crisps, which I've never had in my life, but I have now. I gave him pickled onion not so much, see what he would like. I've also met quite a few of my friends through this place. We have people from up and down the country, with people from London, people from Scotland, all kind of amassing in this building. Because Liverpool is such a hub for education. People travel from not only across the country, but globally. This guy used to live in this building. I went to his hometown accidentally on holiday. I was in New York, and he's from a place in Greenwich, which is Connecticut, just outside of a different state to New York State. And no one's been to Greenwich except for me, but somehow we did interact while I was there, and then he comes over here. I've met people from my own town that I've never met before. I'm from quite a small town. There are people in this building who are from where I'm from, and we've never interacted with each other.